You are not too late. Let that sink in. You are not too late. Not for your dreams, not for your growth, not for a second chance at life. No matter what your past looks like, no matter how long you've wandered off the path, no matter how many wrong turns you've taken, the opportunity to begin again is still right in front of you, waiting. The world will try to convince you that success has an expiration date, that if you haven't made it by 25, you never will, that your worth is defined by how early you peak. But that idea is a lie, a loud, persistent lie, and too many people believe it. Let me ask you this. Who set the rules? Who decided that your timeline had to follow someone else's script? Life doesn't unfold in one straight, flawless line. Real life is messy, unpredictable, beautifully chaotic. And some of the most meaningful chapters begin when you finally realize it's okay to start again. Think about the stories you admire, the ones that move you, inspire you. They're not perfect. They're not easy. They're stories of people who stumbled, who broke down, who failed hard, and then had the courage to rebuild. From scratch, from ashes, from nothing but hope and persistence. And guess what? Those are the people who truly live. Not the ones who got it right the first time, but the ones who didn't give up, even when everything in them wanted to. You're not too late. Even if your plans fell apart, even if you spent years in the wrong relationship, the wrong job, the wrong version of yourself, even if you lost time to fear, to distraction, to addiction, to depression, you're still here. And that means you still have power. The power to change, the power to choose, the power to begin again. You may feel like you're behind, like everyone else has figured things out, and you're stuck watching from the sidelines. But the truth is, everyone's figuring it out as they go. There is no behind. There is only your path, and whether you walk it or not. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's chapter 20 when you're still on chapter 5. This is your story, and it's still being written. Some of the most iconic, world-changing people started over when no one expected it. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 40. Colonel Sanders was 65 when he franchised KFC. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before becoming president of South Africa. J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare before Harry Potter changed her life. These people weren't too late. They were just getting started. So why not you? What if today, right now, you made the choice to stop letting the past weigh you down? What if you stopped saying, "I should have started earlier," and instead asked, "What can I do today?" Because that's all it takes. One decision, one moment, one small, imperfect, courageous step forward. And yes, starting over is scary. It means leaving comfort zones, facing uncertainty, walking into the unknown. But it's far less frightening than living a life you know isn't meant for you. A life that feels stuck, repetitive, half-lived. You weren't born to settle. You weren't meant to sleepwalk through your years. You were built for purpose, passion, impact. And that doesn't fade with age. It doesn't fade with time. It only fades if you stop believing it's still possible. So if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Start the business. Go back to school. Write the book. Learn the language. Move to a new city. Make the phone call. End the relationship. Forgive yourself. Do the hard thing. Don't let pride or fear stop you. Don't stay where your soul is dying just because leaving is uncomfortable. Growth begins where your comfort ends. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. Because clarity comes through action, not thought. Momentum builds through motion, not perfection. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once a mess. But they started. They embraced failure as a teacher. They fell and got up, fell again and rose higher. So can you. You may say, "But I've wasted too much time." No, you haven't. You've learned. You've grown. You've survived. And all of that has prepared you for what comes next. You may say, "I've made too many mistakes." Good. That means you've tried. That means you've lived. Mistakes aren't the end. They're evidence that you're still moving. You may say, "It's too late for me," but let me ask you, too late for what? Too late to find joy again? Too late to feel proud of yourself? Too late to change course, redefine success, and live with intention? You're breathing. You're thinking. You're hearing this. That means it's not too late. It means your story is still unfolding. It means the best chapters may still be unwritten, but you have to show up for them. You have to stop waiting for the right time. The right time is a myth. It doesn't come. You create it by starting. Start small, start afraid, start with tears in your eyes if you have to. But just start, because something incredible happens when you do. Life begins to open up again. Energy returns, doors appear, synchronicities align, not because magic shows up, but because you do. The future doesn't belong to the fastest. It belongs to the ones who refuse to quit. So let go of regret. Let go of the narrative that says you're behind. You are not a failure. You are a fighter, and fighters don't quit. They rest, they heal, then they rise again. Stronger, smarter, bolder. There's a reason you're still here. There's a reason your heart still beats. There's a reason your soul still whispers, "I want more." It's because your purpose hasn't been fulfilled yet, because you still have something to give, something to build, something to become. And you don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need permission to change your life. All you need is the courage to believe, one more time, in yourself. So pick up your dreams from where you dropped them. Dust off your goals. Quiet the voice that says, "It's too late," and replace it with one that says, "I'm ready," because you are. You're ready to grow, ready to stretch, ready to shine in ways you haven't before. You are not too late. You are right on time for your own story. And that story starts now.